Exploring Africa, land of giants. Hey everyone, it's Matthias and welcome to my channel. Today we're going on a super cool adventure to Africa. It's a giant continent with so many amazing countries. Some countries are really big, like huge. And some are super tiny, like smaller than a city. We're going to be looking at a map of Africa and comparing the sizes of different countries. We'll learn which ones are the biggest and smallest and everything in between. We'll even find out some cool facts about each country. Like, did you know that some countries in Africa have huge deserts? That's so cool. Welcome to our exploration of Africa's vast and diverse landscapes. Today, we'll compare the land area of various African countries. Okay. So first up we have Algeria, the biggest country in Africa by land area. Can you find it on the map? It's right there at the top above the little bump. Algeria is so big that it's actually bigger than the whole United States. Wowzers. Algeria is famous for having a giant desert called the Sahara Desert. It's the biggest hot desert in the whole wide world. Imagine all the sand castles you could build there. The Sahara Desert is so big that it covers most of North Africa. That's a lot of sand! But Algeria isn't just about sand. It also has mountains, forests, and even a coastline along the Mediterranean Sea. That means there are beaches in Algeria. I love building sand castles on the beach. Algeria is a really old country with a really long history. People have been living in Algeria for thousands and thousands of years. There are so many cool ruins and ancient cities to explore. It's like going back in time. Next up, let's travel to the middle of Africa and find the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's the second largest country in Africa, and it's famous for its lush rainforests. They're teeming with amazing animals like gorillas, chimpanzees, and elephants. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is home to the Congo rainforest, which is the second largest rainforest in the world. Can you believe that? The first largest is the Amazon rainforest in South America. The Congo rainforest is like a giant jungle gym for all sorts of creatures. It's also home to lots of different kinds of plants and trees. Some of them are even used to make medicine. The Congo River, which is one of the longest rivers in the world, flows right through the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's like a giant water slide that connects different parts of the country. Now let's head north to Sudan. Sudan is the third largest country in Africa, and it's home to the Nile River, the longest river in the world. Wow, that's two countries on our list with super long rivers. The Nile River is super important because it provides water for drinking, farming, and transportation. It's like a giant highway for boats. People have been living along the Nile River for thousands of years. Sudan is a land of contrasts, with deserts in the north and mountains in the south. It's also home to a variety of animals, including lions, giraffes, and hippos. Sudan has a rich history and culture. It's home to many ancient pyramids and temples that were built by the ancient Egyptians and Nubians. Chapter 4. Libya, the desert oasis. Our next stop is Libya, the fourth largest country in Africa. Libya is located in North Africa, and it's mostly covered by the Sahara Desert. That's a lot of sand. But even though Libya is mostly desert, there are still some amazing things to see and do there. For example, Libya is home to the ancient Roman city of Leptis Magna, which is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Leptis Magna is like a time capsule from the Roman Empire, with its well-preserved amphitheater, baths, and streets. It's amazing to think that people walked those streets thousands of years ago. Libya also has a beautiful coastline along the Mediterranean Sea, with pristine beaches and crystal-clear water. It's the perfect place to relax and soak up the sun. Chapter 5. Chad, where the desert meets the lake. Our journey takes us to Chad, the fifth largest country in Africa. Chad is located in Central Africa, and it's home to a variety of landscapes including deserts, mountains, and savannas. One of the most interesting things about Chad is Lake Chad, which is located in the middle of the Sahara Desert. It's like a giant oasis in the middle of nowhere. Lake Chad is actually shrinking, and scientists are trying to figure out why. It's important to protect Lake Chad because it provides water for millions of people and animals. Chad is also home to the Enedi Massif, a mountain range in the Sahara Desert that's known for its stunning rock formations and ancient rock art. Some of the rock art is over 7,000 years old. Chapter 6. Seychelles, the tiny island paradise. Now we're going to visit the smallest country in Africa, Seychelles. Seychelles is an archipelago, which means it's a group of islands. It's located in the Indian Ocean, off the coast of East Africa. Seychelles is famous for its beautiful beaches, crystal clear water, and lush tropical forests. It's the perfect place to relax and enjoy the island life. Even though it's the smallest country in Africa, Seychelles is home to a wide variety of plants and animals, including giant tortoises, flying foxes, and colorful fish. One of the coolest things about Seychelles is that it's home to the coco de mer, a giant coconut that can weigh up to 40 pounds. That's bigger than a bowling ball. Bowling. Chapter 7. Sao Tome and Principe, the Volcanic Islands. Our last stop is Sao Tome and Principe, a small island nation located in the Gulf of Guinea, off the coast of Central Africa. It's known for its beautiful beaches, lush rainforests, and volcanic peaks. Sao Tome and Principe was once a major producer of cocoa, and today you can still visit old plantations and learn about the history of chocolate. Yum! The islands are also home to a variety of unique plants and animals, including many species of birds that are found nowhere else in the world. One of the most striking features of Sao Tome and Principe is Pico Cao Grande, a towering volcanic plug that rises over 1,000 feet above the surrounding rainforest. It's like something out of a movie. Thanks for exploring with me. Wow, we learned so much about the different sizes of African countries. From the giant deserts of Algeria to the tiny islands of Seychelles, Africa is an incredibly diverse continent with something to offer everyone. I hope you had fun learning about the land area of African countries with me today. Remember, it's important to appreciate the diversity of our world and to learn about different cultures and places. From the vast deserts of Algeria to the tiny islands of Seychelles, Africa's land area varies dramatically. Thank you for joining us on this geographic journey. Subscribe for more fascinating explorations.